Alright, we're gonna start with the collective reading here in a minute. I posted a 1-minute collective reading because I totally forgot to edit the one, but to be fair, I went to work today. My goodness, I had some crazy channels in the middle of the night. Of course I did, but I'm considering that it was the 13th, so yeah. Anyways, I had a feeling. I had a feeling I was gonna have a scheduled appointment with some divine beings, especially because, you know, I've just done a lot of honoring the goddess moments and things like that. So anyways, but you know, we gotta still protect ourselves at all costs and at all times, because for reals. Anyway, so of course I went to work and I've been bending my knee a lot. And for those of you that don't know, like, I do have a disability, but I've like healed through it, I guess you could say. Like, I can walk and I'm happy, grateful, thankful. But when I used to be a truck driver, I injured my knee really crazily. And I had to repair my ACL, and I had to repair, or I don't have a meniscus anymore, point blank period. But it's okay. But after intense therapy and all that stuff, you know, I got through it, and I'm gonna be at 98% now, happy, grateful, thankful. And I forget, like, I don't let that stop me or anything like that. You know, I consider myself, you know, more active in the ADHD community than the physical impairment, because I'm still happy, grateful, thankful, and I can still walk, you know. But at times my knee likes to remind me, hey, no bitch, like, you got to take care of yourself, or you can't be pushing yourself the way you used to, because remember that one time. So knees are like shock absorbers in a car, like, but the thing is that once you take it out, girl, that's it, you know. And in a car, you can replace the shock absorber, and it's gonna cost you a hefty fine. But, you know, in surgery, there's only so much repair that can be done, and they will use other parts of you to reconstruct that. So just be aware of that. Anyway, so I was reminded of that today, and so I had a happy accident at work. I'm okay. My knee's okay. Everything's fine now. So I just was icing it and stuff, and made me laugh, because I was like, what are the chances? And considering all of the health of a lot of people that have been messaging me or letting me know about how their health is going, I'm considering, you know, yes, Uranus is playing a big role. Yes, all these planets are playing a big role, but we're still in Gemini season, and yes, Gemini is awesome season. I love it, right? Okay, it's Pride Month. It's also Juneteenth. There's a lot of crazy things going on, you know, and amazing things. It's the start of it's not the start of summer, but it feels like the start of summer. Like that, at least where I'm from, people really associate May with, like, kind of starting to roll into summer, you know, but the end of spring, you know, and at least, like, that's the way we experience the weather. Anyway, so right, I like how Spirit likes to remind me. Anyway, so here, June is like the start of summer, and everyone is starting to wear their beach shirts and going out and all that stuff. But since I went through those two things, if I jump a lot, like, I'm gonna feel it. If it's cold, I'm gonna feel it, but it's okay. I deal with it. But if I have my knee bended a lot, you know, it'll still flare up. That's what I call it. I call it a flare up. So it flared up today. So I was limping, and I guess I concerned them. And I'm so used to, like, truck driver energy. I'm like, bitch, no one cares. Bitch, you better limp your ass back to the car, whatever the hell may be. Like, oh, like, you good? Like, it's like a quick little, you good? And then it's like, oh, she's got it. She's got it. It's like, okay, like, yeah, I got it. You know, I'm just so used to that. But, like, she seemed so concerned that she even, like, said that I could go home. And I was like, damn, like, I know I'm slow, but damn, bro, like, anyway. So, but I'm happy, grateful, thankful that it was just a flare-up, because there were some people that really went through some major medical issues. My cousin had a huge heart condition happen recently, and my prayers are going to him and things like that. And he survived. But so, like, with that being stated, like, it's still Gemini season. It's still ruled by Mercury, and it's still ruled, like, it still has access to, you know, health. Like, it still has access to, you know, that Virgo energy a little bit, right? It's Gemini, but it's a little bit, where it's like you'll go through maybe a little bit of turmoil as happy accidents, but they can be crazy happy accidents or extreme happy accidents, or it's like, oh my god, I'm happy to be alive type of accidents. Okay, and I forget that, right? So astrology really be reminding us. So anyway, with that being stated, there has been a collective shift. I already feel this, and it started on the 10th and has been coming in it's been coming in. I want to say since maybe the 9th, I started feeling this intense energy around the 9th. But I will say that I felt the doors fully closing by the 6/6 portal, right? And then on the 7th, I felt like I started to feel that new like energy again, almost like March, but you know, Gemini, so summer new, I guess. Right? And or like a rejuvenation or refresher of some sort, I don't know. And also a harsh but the renewal coming from, I'm gonna hold myself so freaking accountable right now, because why in the forkers has this new beginning? I'm getting impatient, blah blah blah, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. So it's more like that type of new beginning, like growing pains type of new beginning. Like, okay, we had our fun, I made the plans, I did the thing in March, April, May, and now here in Gemini season, I gotta have my head focused on the thing, but make sure the thing don't burn you out, okay? Like, make sure that it does not burn you out, because it's gonna be easy to. Also, it's still trickstery energy, bro. It's still trickstery energy, but when used appropriately, it can highlight a lot of what's going on. It can also show you, you know, a grander photo of what's happening, not just with you, but also on a larger level, because Mercury does travel everywhere, right? Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. Anyway, so Spirit is saying, like, some of us have already anchored, and I feel like the collective is finally, like, let the mic drop all the way down. You finally let the light bulb, like, maybe it was floating right above you for a really long time, and you were like, how the fork do I get this birch to absorb into me so I can finally get this idea or whatever, right? And I feel like it finally went boop, like, oh my goodness. And it was staring at you right in the face, but you couldn't see it because probably you have had your face, your nose, and your whole body in some crazy SHIT, because we're still in Aries, like planetary energy. Like, it's still gonna be affecting our mental, it's still gonna be affecting our physical body, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Spirit's like, well, we're gonna surprise you now, okay, by giving you those things that you've been requesting, those answers that you've been requesting. Especially this collective has been asking for those answers, and I feel like this collective was like getting collective readings, even you probably paid for some major big readings February, March, April, okay, maybe some of us a little bit late in May. It's okay, because it hits everyone when it hits everyone, right? But like, now you're getting those actual things, like those collective like messages are coming through, but they're coming through at the weirdest of times, at the weirdest of moments, and you're putting two and two together. You're not looking at things the same, and I love that you're not, because you're following through. And then as soon as you're like, wait in the Scooby-Doo minutes, something smells fishy around here, and I need to investigate this. You pull through and you do it, right? And then bam, what happens? All the calamity that just happened to you, whatever the heck happened, bam, it turns around, and Spirit's like, yep, that's exactly what happened. You see, it wasn't what you thought it was. Okay, so what are we gonna do about it? So now you can be planning exactly what you need to. And I also feel like the collective is also making some plans to start to come together. Like, there's plans that are going to be sprouted now that might actually come to fruition in September of this year, especially after the massive, awesome level up, finalization, final boss, Lionsgate energy in Leo season. Okay, at least tropical wise. It would technically actually be Cancer season, but you know, in Vedic astrology, because I am a Vedic astrologer. But considering that I do live geographically where I do, I have to consider all of the astrologies and Mayan astrology too. Just as a heads up, July 25th is going to be an important day, and it is the day, like the day in between. So if you are a liminal space delicious bitch, right? If you love the liminal spaces, okay, for everyone else, it's going to be a reset, pause day, a no day. But for you, it's going to be an in-between day. And this collective is smart enough to go figure that out. Go investigate. Go do your research. Go get your books. Talk to your team. Do the one-on-ones, okay? You are about to be bombarded with wisdom, answers, clarity, ideas, and stepping stones to your future. Okay, I'm not even kidding. And this is the same channel, the same collective channel. Okay, I'm not gonna do two like we did yesterday because I want to just go to the list because I was sweating. I was like, it was 10 o'clock and I was like, ain't no way, dude. I know, I'm in my 30s, bro. Like, I'm not 40 yet, bro. Like, I'm not supposed to be sleepy at 10. But this economy has me burnt out as if I 40 years older than where I'm at. But, anyway. But I realized, no, like, they needed me to sleep in the moment or take a nap because they were going to wake me in the middle of the night and talk to me. That's why I was like, oh, okay, bro. All right. We've shifted or sifted or shuffled these cards long enough. That's what I have for the channeled song. Now let's go ahead and move on. All right. One card down. Ooh, look at that. They're like, exactly. Don't worry. This economy got everyone tired. Yeah. We have the Ace of Wands right side up. You are feeling the vibrational shifts. You are starting to smile. You don't know why. You got a pep in your step, okay? Ooh, but also you're starting to see your magic come to fruition in your reality. Unorthodox a little bit maybe. And you're kind of like, oh, okay, I see. It's laying itself out. Layering. Look at what we have at the bottom here, okay? Someone trying to mess with your finances, but you know what? That's okay. It's gonna end up doing a Uno reverse card. You're gonna end up doing an Uno reverse card. They can try and mess with you if they want to. The truth is gonna be coming out. They're gonna get slapped with some silly willy seriousness of like, access denied. You tried, ho. No, like, I'm not even kidding, bro. Look at that. What did I say? Access denied. Because you're gonna be moving on. You're gonna be going to your stardom, to your kingdom, to your castle, okay? You're gonna be going to your success. You're gonna be going to that stability that you've been building, okay? Pay attention to what you were starting to really like have an idea about since 2023. I would say like May, June, okay? What were you planting seeds from? What were you doing in June of 2023? What were you taking action from, okay? Because that's going to be really important. There's another astrologer. She is a tropical astrologer. Her name is Mother Priestess. She's not the only one that I follow. Also, like Star Lady. I like the way that they deliver the messages. And she says on her video, like, go pay attention to, you know, what you were doing in March 2023 and what decisions you had finalized. I'm going to go ahead and say, as a Vedic astrologer, you know, and kind of in theme and in compliment and with respect to her as well, go see what you were taking action on in June of 2023. What was your focal point? What skills were you learning? What were you leveling up, or what were you dreaming about? Go look at your manifestation journal. Were you manifesting at that time? Were you already doing rituals at that time? What were you focusing on? Why were you focusing on? Did you know about it? Have you earned the rights to the mastery of those magics? That is what Spirit wants to know. And, ooh, the biggest one. The people that were there and the representation or the ideology or the alignment of type of folk you were entertaining at that time. Have you done the checklist with yourself to make sure access denied to every single energy that doesn't belong in your freaking success point? Doesn't belong in your success. They belong in your stories where they can obsess all they want, but you know what? They have no access to your finances because you literally have given them enough. You've given them time, you've given them blessings, you've given them like life force, bro. Like, you have given. Yeah. And Spirit saying, like, putting a close to this. Also understanding, ooh, now you're going to be able to make wiser decisions as it pertains to enemies. Okay? What's the point of letting all that delicious energy go to waste? If energy vampires exist, some of this collective is not afraid to step into their siren energy or their siren magic, okay? To their mermaid magic. Some of this collective is not afraid to be like, you know what, man? You're giving me all this. I might as well, like, take it, transmute it, and be the antithesis of you. If you will be the energy vampire, I will be the anti-energy vampire. You forced my hand, but I need to get paid. I gotta pay my bills, and you know what? You have a lot of energy. I don't have that much, so thank you. Let's transmute it. Let's clean it up real quick. Scrub it. It's dark. It's, you know, mucky, gray, muddy, whatever. Let's clean it. Let's turn it into a rainbow or pink or whatever, right? You know, like maybe that person's aura of confusion, or that person's aura of lack of control, that person's aura, you know, was making this awesome universe energy, you know, and making it twisted, whatever. But you can transmute it. Obviously, some of it you can throw back to the earth because you don't need all of it, or it can go back to the element that it belongs to, okay? And that would be dismantling, right? But you've learned and earned some tricks up your sleeve, and you no longer, you see the truth of people, and you no longer want to invest in those people. I can't even make this up. The channel song. Fuiste mala, like for real. And for some of us, ooh, it hurt. Ooh, it was close to home. Ooh, it was like, or maybe it should have. Like, you saw how much they were acting towards you. Maybe you became unfazed. You became unbothered. You became like so unserious about it. But at one point it did hurt. You know, why me? Or why are you attacking me? Why this? Why that? Blah, blah. Like, what in the world? But because you, every time your presence was there, the reason why you would get a different version, but you didn't know that they were losing control. Now, the light bulb has hit, and you're aware, oh, okay, they treat me different because I trigger the true inner, like, whatever the heck complicated human inside that being, right? That's showing themselves. While they are able to mask in front of others because others don't have the aura that you do, or the presence that you do, the intense energy that you do with the spirit team that you have, you know. And yes, we are sharing guides here. Like, multiple people call upon similar angels or spirits, or even Santísima, or the goddesses, and things like that. And that's why we reinforce it with ancestral work, right? But anyways, so spirits, like, you come with all this intense energy. This is why they're going to treat you different. Like, yes, it sucks. Yes, it's not fair. But you don't have to stay in this victim energy. Let's reverse the reverse, right? Since they want to take from you, how about let's reverse that, okay? And protect you along the way. And you've learned the protection, but now to the point where you're now outwilling them, okay? Because you have done the work that they don't want to do, that they cannot cross the waters to do. Like, I'll bring a physical manifestation, right? Or a representation. You are willing to swim across a river, right? Filled with crocodiles and alligators. And the alligators and the crocodiles, they didn't mess with you. Because you gave them their just desserts. You said, I respect Mama Earth even in this crazy time, okay? And they looked at you and said, can you give me that shiny thing over there? And you were like, why don't you come swim and get it? If you're so, you know, you need it so much, right? You're not doing that anymore. And you're not apologizing anymore. And now, instead of you being enforced or projected on this heartbreak, this false heartbreak, or this false guilt, or this false manipulation tactic, or whatever the case may be, from all of the spiritual warfare that was around you, now it's bouncing off you back to them where it belongs. That they're being held up like a mirror. Instead of you being the absorber, now you've become the mirror. And you're like, nah, you can have this right back. I'm gonna take this portion of it, thank you. We're gonna cleanse it. And I need a nice, delicious money snack. Ooh la la. Or energy snack, whatever the case may be. Okay? Because it was energy that's just coming out of them anyway. Like, they spend so much time obsessed. So much time trying to mess with children. So much time. And so that's what I really like about this collective. So you've earned the right, you've earned your boundaries, you've earned your limitations. It's freed up your time. It's made you more authoritative, more comfortable in your power, because it was always there, but now you're comfortable in it. Good job. Okay, beautiful. I also feel like this collective finally understands the mechanisms. You're no longer reacting to magic. You're no longer reacting to situations the way that you used to. You're no longer giving life, time, and attention, space, and creating what others are trying to like divinate on you or enforce it on you because maybe they got 50% of the answer right or some bullshit. Or maybe they were a mentor once. Whatever the case may be, I feel like this collective is finally comfortable in the throne. And yeah, you are sitting in a throne and the castle's still being worked, and that's okay. But you're finally sitting on your own throne, because before you were like letting every other bitch sit on it. You'd be like, oh yeah, like this is my home. Yeah, I my blood, sweat, and tears on this, you know, metaphorically speaking. I worked so hard for everything, all this, yeah, like, and then they're like, oh yeah, like that's so cool, yeah, amazing. Oh, is that your throne? Oh wow, it feels so nice under my butt. And it's like, huh? Instead of us going, huh? Wait, hold on. Like, no, the guest chair is over there. We're like, oh yeah, do you want some water? No, no more. This collective said, yeah, no. Now you're not afraid to be like, hey, can you get off my throne and go to your own throne? Or make a throne, you know. I can make you a throne. Here's my business card. It's gonna be $1,300 or some shit, you know. But I feel like this collective is like no longer responding to the, look at this, Queen of Cups. You only engage emotionally to the level that you choose, not reacting and it being chosen on you for however obsessive, long, crazy dialogue, movies, for just binging hours, podcasts later of like hysteria and intrusive thoughts. You freed yourself. You're freeing yourself. You have better things to do, and you know you do. You have better things to think about. You have better things to do with the energy, and you know you do. And you're staying on point with your spiritual chores, and I'm proud of you too, because damn, I think that was the biggest hurdle, especially if you were on ADHD. Okay, I get it. Okay, your luck is changing. Knock on wood. But not because you did more candles, even if you did, right? But because of all the work you already did. Forever. Okay? Point blank period. And you stabilize the chaos inside you. The warrior that you were afraid of now operates alongside you. She's not dormant. She's not asleep. He's not dormant. He's not asleep. They're not dormant. They're not asleep. They're not too much. They're not causing pain. They're not causing havoc. They're not causing chaos. Maybe they're vigilantes, like Deadpool. Just saying. Anyway. So yeah. And you're finally weaving your feet. If you go through a situation where you cry or you you get butthurt in the moment, you transmute that so fast. You turn it into something productive so fast, whatever the case may be, okay? Or you turn it into rest. You're like, you know what? I'm triggered. I haven't eaten. I probably ate something I shouldn't have. And, you know, like, it's probably not the situation as I think it is. I'm feeling a certain way, and I'm not going to logicalize it right now. I'm going to feel my feelings. But it's probably not what I think it is right now. And after a real nice snack, real nice water, a good nap, some comfort food, and maybe like a 2-hour sesh of like a nice comfy show that we love later, and you're gonna be like, yeah, it wasn't what I like. You're gonna get the reality of what it was that triggered you in the first place and how it got there and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're reevaluating our triggers to that level, even on like 5 hours of sleep. And it's really, we're seeing physical blessings. I'm not even gonna, like, this card is downplaying what you're getting, but probably because maybe we're out giving. I feel like the collective might not be seeing it, which, even if you're not, remember, we gotta be grateful. But I know this collective knows. You are, yeah. You're staying in your lane, because even the, maybe, oh, you know what? I know why this collective is downplaying this. Okay. You're downplaying this because you're leveling up, and that means that your money's gonna level up too, which means that the survival version, yes, we're gonna be grateful for everything, but we're also practicing being comfortable with more showing up. That way it doesn't make your whole nervous system all and you self-sabotage and blah, blah. So I feel like this is maybe why the collective's like, you know what, yes, we love this, and yes, we accept this and all that, but we still deserve more. Okay, I feel like that could be the angle that the collective is coming at that from. And you know what? Fair, because if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you are working your cheeks off, yeah, you do deserve more. On a fundamental level, yeah, you do deserve more. For the heartbreak and the pain, yeah, you deserve more. The oppression that has been caused, yeah, you do deserve more. Okay, but you're starting to see those seeds sprout. Really sprout, and with not as many obstacles, because you're following through, and they're following through for you, boo. Spirit and you are like la 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 moment as you're creating. Okay, like I cannot. Also, you're noticing it's not as difficult waiting as you thought it was. Okay, so we earned some patience. Okay, awesome. And it's not taking as long either. So it's like pew-pewing two, you know, not birds, but two energies in one stone, I guess. Okay. Ooh, okay. And it's turning this around. Beautiful. We'll be turning this around. All right. So keep operating in secret. That confidence is going to be going up. And you're going to be confident also on your mastery, on the topics you're talking about, because you replicated the success enough, bro. Come on. Yes, there's angering, crazy evils happening in this world, but you're also taking care of you. You're taking care of your collective. You're doing the spiritual dues. Like, just because you're not talking about it in public, I know what you up to, collect. I know what you doing. I know what you're doing, okay? I know it. All right, and I'm just gonna say thank you. All right, now just like, it's a chiku moment. It's a Gemini, like, expressive moment. It's time to let the tickles out. It's time to let the rainbow flame out. Not the rainbow like associated with LGBTQIA, but respected. But I'm talking about magic rainbow, magical alignment, energetic auric rainbow. Okay, butterfly rainbow. Okay, yes. Spirit's like, even though it's unorthodox, and even though I like how they're saying it like this, even though it was unorthodox, and even though you were patient, right? Patient. Your patience is paid off. That's the way they say it. Your patience has paid off. Like, they're saying, like, you really put me through it. And those times that you tested me. I feel like those are ancestors speaking through. But they're like, your patience has paid off because you still kept going. Which means that even if you cried, even though it was shower work, even though you were like having a constant therapy session, right? Valid. You never gave up. Even if you took a pause, okay? You didn't give up. You did not give up. And the cosmos are proud of you, you know? The primordial energies are proud of you. The old abundance cannot stay the way that it was. So you will be noticing a very, like, ooh, how do I say this? Your finances may be fluctuating right now as you're going through the growing pains, but they're going to be skyrocketing, and there's going to be new finances, financial opportunities that are going to be feeding your forest or watering your garden. Okay, that's the best way to say that. Okay, and so that's, damn, more sustainable. Okay, more sustainable. Concrete in your hands, not worrying about it, looking at your bank account being like, no budgeting, not like but for real, like okay, not feeling bothered when a big purchase needs to be made because you know you're gonna make more, but having that keen sharp eye too. Okay, knowing when to have that sharp focus, you know, that intense eye, knowing what is growing your garden, and also staying in contact with your team, checking in with them, making sure you're doing all the things that you need to do and that they need to do to, like, for everyone to get fed. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. Some of the collective, you know, you have not been delaying anything. You've been really on point. And so we're already starting to see or getting those successes. There's no delays. You're spiritually clean, if that makes sense. Because you're doing the due diligence, okay? I don't mean it's not because you're not messing with some energy. I heard a lot of, what do you mean spiritually? And I'm like, hold on, wait a second. I know you messing with some wild energies. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, some energies that want to break you or hurt you or, you know, cause some mayhem in your life as it pertains to your physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual body. But no, you can't let them. Okay, look at that. Ooh, dude, I cannot. Ooh. Your warrior is saying, back up. You want to try me again? I needed one more plate of food, I guess. So, I guess as long as you want to keep feeding, it's fine. Your warrior stepped up and said, okay, let's transmute this. Let's make this interesting. Let's have some fun. Let's play. Damn. All right. You're using it to feed like a more colorful, more rainbow, more on point mission collective, more vision, like hope for the future. Like in the future there will be rainbow sunshine, as an example, right? Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom. That's so nice of you. And you're making sure to operate correctly, confuse your enemies, to not let them see you shine. Good job, collective. You learned how to cloak properly. I love this collective. So y'all staying protected and collected and cloaked. All right. Now, those that try to throw their shadow work onto you will be forced to go back to them. Good job. So that's what I got for this collective. I'm happy, grateful, thankful. So stay, you know what you gotta do. You know you're gonna be okay. You know that it's just talking to the teams, okay? And this is your whole forest at play, okay? So just be aware of that. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close the collective reading. And what was your, it's a free yes, no. So what's your free yes, no? No pregnancy. And it's only one question, not two, not extra, not anything. It's a free yes, no. But yes, I remember you. Hi. Hello, hello. Thank you for the subscribe as well. Also, I'm good. Happy Saturday. Free yes, no's open. Will the Virgo return back into my life? Yes, that's a hell yes. But let's get confirmation. You said Virgo, so I was like, yeah. I said Virgo divine teams and I close the portals. I need your name. Is your name Carnesia? Is that your real name? Give it 3 months. They'll be back. Okay, cool. Carnesia, the truth and truth only. No nasty energy attached, no nasty deities, and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your them to the gods and goddesses. Wipe your them to the vibrational beings. Wipe your them to the folk saints. Wipe your them for the truth and truth only. Clean connection, no misdirection. Wipe your them to the ancestors and same alignment as you, for that is good for you. Wipe your them to our higher selves. Beautiful. No trickster energy attached. No biased energy attached. Hi, Rochelle. You can get a sub queue, girl. I'm just meant like sub free yes/nos are open, channeled songs, sub queues, paid readings, the whole works. Also, hi. Will D come back into Carnesia's life? I need the truth and truth only. Yes, but still the same bullshit. So just be aware of that. Nothing's changed, but yes, they will. So good luck with that. I send my God divine tips and I close all the portals. Who next? I'm gonna go get a water real quick, y'all. All right, you're welcome. Who next? What's our question, Rochelle? Also, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Why has Benny been silent on me today? Okay, let's find out. Rochelle, current time like and Benny, current time like current, you can fix current time like current, you can fix current time like current decision, current, and you can fix that. Connect with the emotional, spiritual, metaphysical, emotional, spiritual, metaphysical, emotional, spiritual, metaphysical. Show me the truth and truth only. No nasty energy attached, no nasty deities, and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your them to the gods and goddesses. Wipe your them to the vibrational beings. Wipe your them to the folk saints. Wipe your them for the truth and truth only. Clean connection, no misdirection. Wipe your them to the ancestors and same alignment. You for that is good for you. Wipe your them to our higher selves. Why have you been silent? No trickster energy attached. Why have you been silent on Rochelle, Benny? The truth and truth only. Honestly, I feel like he's focused on all things related to being like a family member right now, and he's focused on like being present in the moment. We have Venus coming through. I feel like he is like just trying to like I said, like really be present in the moment, and it's like he's thinking about some self-love right now, because he's like, I'm on vacation, or we're on vacation, all this stuff, and he's like just all types of excited and things like that. And I just feel like that is what's going on. Okay, but let's go ahead and get more information. Interesting. I will say that it feels performative. It doesn't feel like he's actually convinced. It feels like he's trying to distract his mind. There definitely could be something that's happening at home that he's running away from, which is why the whole situation in the first place. So this really feels, I also feel like, I mean, obviously he's still tiptoeing around the question, and obviously trying to get you to feel a certain way and get you to react the way that you did earlier. Like, it already worked once, so he's like, well, maybe it'll work again, because he's really stressing out over money. I'm not even gonna lie to you, all of this I'm receiving from the channel song. Okay, and so he's like really thinking, he is thinking, okay, am I gonna take the leap of faith? Am I gonna tell her? Because, and then there's also like this energy, will she think it's for money, financial reasons? And then he's like, okay, but would it be such a bad thing if my partner does care for me and does all the financial things? Okay, yeah, look at that. Oh, you said the sun thing. So I feel like either some money could have been spent way more than should have, or like maybe they broke something on vacation or something that cost a lot, or they ended up doing some activities that cost a lot more than they were supposed to. Damn, bro. Yeah, definitely just trying to distract himself from the anxiety, the sinking anxiety that he's feeling when he feels the weight and pressure of the lack of money that's gonna be coming in. If you think he's disappeared right now, when he comes back, he's gonna go full workaholic mode. So, but what's it called? We charge the jar. So like, if we need to do a blockbuster or something, Tuesday's coming up, so let me know if you want to get on the list for anything and things like that, to get him to, this is all anxiety. The main reason he's not talking to you is because look, he will never be obsessed with any human being. He will always, I feel like he worships it. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to admit it, and not definitely with that big ego of his, but he is obsessed with money. Money is what he's obsessed with. Money, ambition, having a lot of it, spending it, making sure more shows up, acting like a big baller, and overspending is what is his thing, right? Okay, but he spent, like, I don't feel like he understood how much the tariffs were going to be. And he can't Scooby-Doo manifest himself into something else. He needs to do some serious ritual work just to keep up with the financial demand of maintaining the lifestyle, maintaining the promises, maintaining the illusion. And ooh, oh my god, the audacity. He will be coming and talking to you about it pretty soon. He's going to tell you how much it's going to work for it, but don't be surprised if he asks you for another loan. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this could also be a reason why he doesn't know how to bring it up, but he's not going to be, the good news is he's going to have more of a committed plan with you. That's the good news. Like, this is breaking with the devil in reverse, so I really like that. And like, it leading unorthodoxly, but you have to have boundaries. You have to. You need to make sure that, you know, things get answered, that he is transparent about how the two of you are going to be moving moving forward. With this King of Wands, so I'm telling you right now, like, commitment is on your way. Commitment is on your way right now. But the intent behind the why on the commitment, that we need to do another Q, or what's it called, you need to make sure that it stays with the rituals. You need to make sure that it stays for the right reasons. Right now, as it stands, they've balanced him out. Your team is working 25-9. I'm not even 24. They're working 25-9, balancing him out, and it's working really hard. They're working really hard. Look at the spiritual warfare he calls them. But they're working really hard to, you know, get him to, it's like, okay, so I feel him embracing the same relationship vows and ideals that you know, have in mind for the two of you. Okay, so this is what's going to be coming in for you the next coming weeks, the next coming couple days, the next coming weeks. But I promise you, he is not avoiding you. Like right now, you are in his corner, and he knows it, and he doesn't want to ruin that. But at the same time, he's in a lot of delusional situations, avoidance energy, and put himself in very challenging extremes that now he's like sweating. He's like, oh shoot, bro. And I don't feel that he's gonna ask you for a lot or anything like that. I feel like maybe some money's gonna come through, and I also feel like a plan will be coming together for him. Like a real plan that he's gonna follow through, but like ensuring that he stays in that consistent with that plan is what Spirit is saying is the challenge, like, or the job that you need to do, basically. Okay, so that's what I got for you, girly. I stomach your team, I stomach your team, I stomach your team. I close the portal, close the portal, close the portal. Stomach the energy, stomach the energy, stomach the energy. Beautiful. All right. My paid list is open, subscriber list is open. Whatever free, some free as knows, all of it, and subscriber channel songs. All right, beautiful. Let me know. We already did a collective reading, and I'm happy that my knee is healed. But anyway, while I have y'all here, we might as well do like, okay, we're gonna talk about the next astrological series, I guess, right? I could clip this video, right? I guess at the end of the day. So what's the next portal? It's Leo Virgo access. Okay, yeah. No, I want to be in the right. It's also like really far away. We could talk more Gemini energy. Let's do a collective reading for my Gemini babies. Your Gemini placement. Stand up. How's your summer gonna go? Just your overall summer, not just in June and May, but like May already passed. What does my Geminis need to know specifically? Because I don't know about y'all, but even my Gemini and Mars in the 10th house, like, is acting. Because at work, I be like, lately just saying what I really want to say. Saying what I really want. I feel like Aries and Mars were like, bro, we activating this shit, bro, because you gotta, yes, a lot of people can't handle it or whatever, or it might not come out as great, but it's like, you meant to be a little controversial. I'm like, okay, girl, like, damn, we sure? And they're like, we sure. I'm like, okay, well, let me open my mouth then. Here we go. What does Gemini season, Gemini energy need to know? Let's do a Gemini awesome energy. What's going on? Let's get some, what are the positive? What does Gemini need to be on the lookout for? The truth and truth only. All right, so we'll do 2 channel songs for Gemini, because, or actually we'll do 3 for the 3rd house. So some of Gemini, so, okay, y'all are going to be getting your justice. So I feel like exes that, you know, really did you dirty for a while, the roles are going to be reversed and things like that. I also feel like you were like, girl, I'm done with you. I'm done. I'm closing this door. I am not feeling this vibe. I am done with how I ran my love life in the past, and it's okay. I also feel like if you're like, now my, like, not mine, but I feel like Gemini babies or Gemini energy, Gemini nomads, there we go, I should say Gemini nomads, Gemini humans, Gemini people, are going to be leveling up, moving on, putting up that no access, no calling, I ain't BSing this time energy. I'm so serious, but I'm gonna laugh my way through. One way or another, I'm gonna carry myself, I'm gonna take myself to my deliciousness and remind myself who the F I am. Okay? I feel like Geminis are really ready to step into their season, into their authority, in like really be showing up and showing out. It's concert energy. It's time to go travel. It's time to go do some adventures. It's time for money to also just be rolling in. It's time for us to be like flirting, you know, like let's let our exes, let them have a whole anxiety cow, whatever. They're on your stories. You know what they're not doing? Treating you out. You know what they're not doing? Doing anything about the fact that they lost you. So literally, I feel like Gemini's like, you know what? Life is gonna suck, but it's also awesome. Okay, I have all this money. I'm blessed. Like, I can travel. I can be such a hothead about some things, right? But you know what? Like, I really appreciate life. I really want to, like, go adventure, vacation, you know, make some smart decisions. Okay, I know what I'm passionate about. It's time for me. Ooh, I love this. Gemini's like, I am no longer giving energy to things that cause me chaos. I am no longer giving energy to relationships that cause me chaos. I am done with this BS. I don't want half in, half out. None of the whole 9 yards, okay? I am done, they said. I'm done. They're like, I've moved on. I'm ready for more. There is a whole world out there, and I know it, okay? And I'm ready to shake these cheeks to the sky with my glorious, awesome makeup, and also my beautiful bag, and also my beautiful fit, and also my delicious curves. Okay, I feel like Gemini's like, let's do it. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. Ooh, what else? I feel like Gemini is listening to your own intuition, to the beat of your own drum. I feel like Gemini is climbing all the way to the top and ending up in spaces you didn't realize you would end up, but only you would, right? Because you're the one that walks the footsteps into that. Ooh, what blessing did I arrive upon? What networking did I arrive upon? Okay, interesting. This time, it's also not, you're not being fought, like, or the obstacles aren't making you have to work harder. You're working smarter, okay? I feel like you're also playing at certain things. I feel like for some Geminis, I feel like you might have also changed your belief systems that is more in alignment so that you can get things done in your, you know, in your what? So you can start feeling confident. There you go. So you can feel like you're finally in your realm. And so that you stop attracting these people that just want to, like, take advantage, or they want to not understand you, or they want to piss you off. Not the first word I heard, but I left it for the third. Anyway, it's time to step into, like, it's time to leave these people alone that don't get you, that are insecure AF, and that be holding grudges against you. You're like, girl, I'm done with that. I'm sweating it off. Okay, it's time to, like, I heard Lizzo, what is it in the song when she's like, I forgot the song, but it's la na 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 na. That's the song. I can't remember the lyrics, but that's the song. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like a rejuvenation for sure, but because I feel like you're like, we work hard, we playing hard. Okay, we work hard, we play hard. Damn, okay, don't play too much, right? Like, make sure to take care of your health first. Make sure you still got Mercury in there, my beautiful Gemini. So please, like, have a friend that carries the pharmacy, or have that, or plan out, make sure that, like, hey, like, okay, got any medicine I might need. Like, I'm gonna like get my drinks. I want the vibes, the whole 9 yards. If I'm gonna invite the crew or whoever or some friends or family, whatever the case may be, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, like this is over here, the entertainment's over here. Let's go ahead and have some fun. Damn. Okay, we love that. Ooh, okay. And so X is missing you and clearing out that energy. Also, you clearing out your old belief systems. Also, you not accepting what you did before, but not snooting your nose at it. You're just like, you know what, dude, I'm done. I want to go this way. I want to go on a cruise. I want to have fun. I want sunset vibes. Okay. And also, and like knowing, and that's going to lead to you getting more financially adept, networking with better people, and meeting that love of your life, right? Or some of the collectors, some of my Gemini is really like already going to be entering some committed relationships of love. Like, I feel like confessions coming through here, okay? Not just from the Gemini nomads, but also from the partners. Damn. Shadow work. Okay. The toxic traits that seemed like they were never gonna go away, suddenly out of nowhere, poof. Like, what is going on? Us trying a different routine, the whole 9 yards. Okay, leading to that prosperity. Okay. Ooh. And I almost feel like, well, I heard resurrection, but resurrection of good things. Okay. Also, like, if it's a dead connection with your partner, like, instead of getting triggered or getting impatient, whatever the case may be, I feel like my Geminis are like, you know what? No, like, I'm going to do some self-love. I'm going to do some glamour. I'm going to put this away, instead of just immediately like, I'm done. It's like almost this energy of like, I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to go do me. I'm going to go take my attention somewhere else. And if like, I hear from you, okay. But if I don't, like, I'm moving on, bro. Like, I'm done. Okay. Interesting. Aw, I feel like you are no longer being apologetic about who you what you genuinely want to say, even if it hurts some feelings. And this is just coming from a place where, you know, you're setting those boundaries, because we did struggle. My beautiful Gemini struggled so much with placing boundaries. Like, and for everyone, this is not going to be just romantic, but there's a lot of love here. This is going to be family. There's going to be friends. This is going to be those bonds that we really care about, that we have poured so much love into, you know, that we fight for and protect and defend every day. Okay, it's those types of connections. Okay, you're also realizing your strength, Gemini. Beautiful. You're also becoming more adept. You're also understanding things are finally like clearly being spoken to you. There's more transparency, there's more authenticity. We're not staying stuck in delusions or any loops or any trickery that maybe like we are getting fed by the wrong channels, by trickster spirits. We're understanding this on a fundamental level as our protection is going up, as we are no longer allowing the willpower of others to like engulf us. Because I feel like, ooh, trigger warning to my Geminis. Maybe some of us didn't fully believe. Okay, not everyone, but this is more for the skeptical side of Gemini, that because of that duality nature. Like, there could have been a religious belief or spiritual belief that maybe limited you from thinking that you were going to be able to protect yourself from the willpower of others, or from other people divinating or casting on you. And you realize, like, no, I can protect myself, and it's okay to do some glam, and it's okay if, you know, in this way, like, these can be my belief systems. This is still okay. Like, this is still working out for me, and everything is still healing, and I can still mess with this. And I feel like your team is like, yes, you're stepping into this energy where you're like, yes, you're okay with being magnetic. You're okay with your beauty. You're okay with all the versions of you, even the ones that you feel like others will judge you, okay, which we love. So your self-love is going up. You're protecting yourself. You're defending yourself. You're understanding how valuable you are. And the table, you don't just set the table, bring a lot to the table. Like, you bought the table, okay? And you're understanding that finally, that you did feed people, you know, at some capacity. Good job. So So some self-respect. I also feel like Gemini is really like getting these channels of understanding that duality and making it work for them, okay? Especially with the siren energy coming through, especially as the illusions are finally like falling. But instead of you cracking under pressure, like instead of you becoming toxic masculine, you decided, no, I'm just gonna step into my siren. I'm just gonna step into my authority. I'm gonna, like, I did not want to cross this path, but now since you did, I feel relief here. I feel like you're not like as stressed out or as anxious as you used to be, because fundamentally you're understanding that your ancestors got you, your spirit team got you, your angels got you, you got you, okay? And the product of what's going to be coming in is because of the time, dedication, the focus, and the willingness and the level of investment that you put towards it, that it's going to reap you that reward. Especially as it comes to like the summer and all that. You're going to be seeing this, right? In the summer, but it's going to be solidified by September. It's going to be super solidified, and we're going to be binded to new problems in October. We'll talk about that in the future, but it's okay. These problems come with that reality, you know, that we are manifesting. So there'll be challenges that you'll grow through, learn, and be equipped to handle, because you're that, you know, you're that royalty right there. You earned your crown, you earned your throne. No bite, no poison, no vampire, no demon at this point, no negative energy of any kind is gonna take it from you. Okay? Not only if they try to, they're gonna notice real quick that it's gonna rot. Damn, bro. And Jonah's like, I have not played anywhere. Beautiful. So that's what I got for you. And you are feeling yourself the whole time. We have Cassie, me, and you. Listen to this. Listen to this with open ears. And you know what? Fair. Very fair. This could be because maybe we might have gone into some toxic work environments, or we're dealing with temporary toxicness, but you're about to show that toxicness. Who's boss and what's up? Instead of you being quiet, instead of you going to your current corner, maybe hermiting, or maybe dealing with it, or maybe even like, that seems like a lot, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. There is a fire that has happened to my Geminis where you're like, no, you know what, like, I'm gonna fight for this, but I'm gonna fight for this in my beautiful style, my loud and proud style, my glorious cheeks style, okay? So just be aware of that. Or my sass, or my anger, my rage, whatever. That depends on the Gemini. Okay? So just be aware of that. Alright, but no one is taking from you anymore. That's what I got. Alright, so that is the two collective channels. I know you know I'm gonna post them too. Alright, if no one's gonna get on the list, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna go ahead and another water. We did 2 collective readings, we did some free yes nos, we did some channel songs, we did a sub Q, yeah, we've been here. I'll go live tomorrow as well. That's fine too, just let me know. I'm happy that I was able to get to it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I can also what's the word? I can also clip it. I might post it on TikTok. I might I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. Oh no, hey, no, but my list closed at 9:30. But yeah, if you're gonna do a channel song, or if you're gonna do a sub Q, let me, that's fine. I didn't know if anyone was gonna get on the list. Gracias. What's our question? Yeah, y'all, finally you guys are coming. Like, I've been saying, is anyone getting on the list? Is anyone getting on the list? I said it like 50 million times. No, I'm okay with y'all getting on the list. But tell me. No será, no será. Will we get the apartment we're looking at? Yeah! Alright, Melly. Good job, first of all. You're getting an apartment! Melly. Current time, like current is current, you can't fix current time, like... No, it's okay. You're busy, and it's okay. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to come in. It's whoever needs the reading at the moment. Like, you still have life to live, okay? And you still have initiations to do and all that. So, girl, like, I'm not gonna be surprised if you're not here, because you're gonna be going to discover some things in a good way. And you're gonna be receiving those, like, a lot of the blessings that I'm talking about. Like, let's find out about this first, the ish one, because they've been talking a really long time about your house. So let's see. Anyways, Melly. Current time, like current, you can fix current time, like current, you can fix current time, like current, you can fix that. Connect with the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical. Show me the truth and stolen. Show me the truth and stolen. Show me the truth and stolen. No nasty energy attached to no nasty deities and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your them to the gods and goddesses. Wipe your them to the vibrational beings. Wipe your them to the folk saints. Wipe your them for the truth and stolen connection or misdirection. Wipe your them to the ancestors and say malam is you for thy good for you. Wipe your them to our higher selves. Okay. Are you all gonna be approved for the apartment? I need the truth and the truth only, no tricks or energy attached. 3, 2, 1. You are being considered, so be aware of that. Do a sweetening, and yes, if you haven't, but I feel like you might have already. They are saying that yes, you're gonna be able to be approved for the apartment, but you'll be super able to be approved for the apartment if you do a sweetening towards it, especially as it pertains to the application and things like that. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. What's it called? Yeah, do a sweetening so that you don't even have to worry about it. Or an approval candle or something like that. Yeah, we're at a 50% here. If you do the sweetening, it'll make it to 100. But yeah, you are being considered as a serious person to get it. There might be some skepticism or some sort of like negative energy that you have to overcome, or some self-sabotage or whatever, but this does need to be cleared out, or some a cleansing and releasing needs to happen for you and everyone in the house, so that it doesn't interfere or manifest. Okay, I don't feel like this is because you don't believe that you're gonna get approved. I'm gonna be for real. This feels materialistic sadness. Like, this is like, oh, it's not what we wanted. Okay, but like, then get what you want, or be grateful. Like, Spirit's being real serious. Okay, like, so make sure you're checking the egos of everyone in the house, because this ungratitude is going to lead to that no. Like, it's gonna manifest it, because Spirit's gonna be like, ugh, I don't like how unsatisfied you are. Why the fuck would I give you this? Okay, so everyone in the house needs to be grateful. Okay, so do a sweetening. Okay, because this energy right now is fluctuating. Yes, you do have the capacity, but I feel like someone doesn't want to settle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's literally someone that does not want to settle, or someone that is really going to be in the family, like inside where you're living. Like, there's not being specific. It could be a child. It could also be your partner. It could also be some unresolved feelings inside of you, okay? But what's it called? There's definitely like I don't want to settle energy here. Okay, so I need you to have a family meeting so that they're not working against your workings to get approved. Okay? Yeah, because it's impacting. The yes is here, wants to come in. So take care of that. Do a blockbuster and do a cleansing. The blockbuster can be small. Do a cleansing and then do a sweetening on the person. That's just to combat the feelings. Okay, that's what I got for you. Beautiful. I stomach all divine teams and I close all the portals. Goldie! Okay, I got you. You're welcome. My stomach got divine teams and I close the portals. If y'all are enjoying the collective readings, go ahead and give us a hype. Subscribe if you all are enjoying it as well, so that you can continue to receive it. Or if the astrology cusp series is something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe. Every what is it? Oh my gosh, every count of support helps us to get our name out there. And also, if you're interested in any services, we do have a website, majesticchaos.com. You can come book a consultation and see, you know, if I'm the spiritualist for you. I feel like we have really great prices, okay? And if you don't like it, I'm out of your price range. And that's okay too. But my prices are firm. That there's no in between. But we have a secret menu. We have rituals. We have astrology readings. We have the tarot readings for the lives. The whole 9 yards. You can also, thank you. You can also, you know, book a consult to see if it fits right for you. The consults are only $5. They're not to make me money. They are so that we can give an offering to the spirits so that they can answer what rituals you might need or if this is right for you. Okay, so yeah, and between my nail job, being a nail tech, and this, okay, I do split it evenly. Okay, so appointments vary. I do take walk-ins, but you do need to message me ahead of time and I'll give you the time that I'm actually able to do the service. Like, I'm not going to drop everything for y'all. Like, I can't have work. So yeah, but I will be still communicating with y'all. I'm still going to be doing the check-ins. I'm still going to be doing the videos. I'm still going to be doing the collective readings. I'm still adding information. Even if it's not like a video that I did, I'm adding like whatever I can to the Discord. I hope y'all have been enjoying all the amazingness from the Discord and things like that, because there's so much valuable information in there, and there's like, it's always ever growing and evolving and changing and things like that. So yeah, but man, like, there's so much new journeys happening. I'm excited. All right, anyways, Goldie finished letting us know, so let's go ahead and get into Goldie's questions. Goldie. Current on my current scan, you can fix current on my current scan, you can fix current on my current scan, you can fix there. Connect with you, emotional, spiritual, metaphysical, emotional, spiritual, metaphysical, emotional, spiritual, metaphysical. Show me the truth and truth only, show me the truth and truth only, show me the truth and the truth only. No nasty energy attached, no nasty deities, and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your them to the gods and goddesses, wipe your them to the vibrational beings, wipe your them to the folk saints, wipe your them for the truth and truth only, clean connection, no misdirection, wipe your them to the ancestors and same alignment for that is good for you, wipe your them to our higher selves. No tricks or energy attached. And Current time, current is current, you can fix. Current time, current is current, you can fix. Current time, current is current, you can fix. That connect with the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical. Show me the truth and truth only. Show me the truth and truth only. Show me the truth and the truth only. No nasty energy attached. No nasty deities and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your them to the gods and goddesses. Wipe your them to the vibrational beings. Wipe your them to the folk saints. Wipe your them for the truth and truth only. Clean connection, no misdirection. Wipe your them to the ancestors and same alignment as you for thy good for you. Wipe your grateful, thankful to our higher selves. Beautiful. No trickster energy attached. Why does this person watch you work and never help with anything? Because they're managing you. So let's go ahead and get into it. But what is the secret intention? Yeah, they're managing and auditing. That is their job. That is why they're doing that. It is their job to monitor you perform. Point blank period. I don't know why managers are called managers when they should be called auditors. By giving you the guidance on what to do and managing and ensuring that everyone is doing their job, and yeah, because of the wisdom and all that, but they're really auditors. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out. Why are you just watching them work and you're not helping with anything? There's some preliminary energy of this person has been burned in the past when he helped. So just kind of be aware of that. Okay. Interesting. And now he's like out for himself a little bit. I also feel, ooh, this is very biased. He is only willing to help those that he finds genuinely attractive, or that he that he feels are worthy, or that complement his looks. Okay. So just kind of be aware of that. Yeah, like he wants to feel like a big shot, so he will only help people that will respect him or reciprocate, or that'll be like over the moon or overjoyed, like, oh, thank you so much. Basically, he wants a brown noser. I don't feel like he needs, yeah, he needs the whole world to brown nose him, but he's very surprised that no one has, you know, licked some booty. Literally like chomp chomp. Like, oh my goodness, you're the manager and I must, you know, get in the groove with you. I want to impress you. That's why he's mad. Okay. Also, he's like, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all strong. I'm not strong. Y'all strong, you know. He doesn't want to put his name to anything because he's been burned, and he only wants to help the people that, you know, he's attracted to, which he's not attracted to really anyone. Or if he starts to go towards people, you know his motives, okay? And he gets triggered really easily, so he's trying to stay away from stressful situations. Okay, with the Ace of Cups here. I feel like he's going to get called out and he's going to get in trouble here pretty soon. So just be aware of that. This makes sense for so many reasons. He kind of admitted it in a way. Yeah. Okay, so these are the reasons. Point blank. I send out his team, I send out his team, I send out his team. Close the portal, close the portal, close the portal. Send back the energy, send back the energy, send back the energy. Beautiful. And current time, like current is current, you can fix. Current time, like current is current, you can fix. Current time, like current is current, you can fix. That connect to the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical. Show me the truth and truth only. Show me the truth and truth only. Show me the truth and the truth only. No nasty energy attached. No nasty deities and no nasty ancestors. Wipe your gift them to the gods and goddesses. Wipe your gift them to the vibrational beings. Wipe your gift them to the folk saints. Wipe your gift them for the truth and truth only. Clean connection, no misdirection. Wipe your gift them to the ancestors and same alignments for that is good for you. Wipe your gift them to our higher selves. Beautiful. No tricks or energy attached. Tell me you don't like confrontation without telling me. All right. What is it going to be like when the two of you finally see each other again and make a plan and all that, you know, the whole 9 yards? What is it going to be like when the two of you see each other again? The truth and truth only, no trickster energy attached. It's going to be more serious, but also I feel like there's a lot of proving that's going to be happening. So just be aware of that on your behalf. Like, not you to him, but him to you. I feel like this person definitely wants to make it known that whatever energy they were in, or whatever, you know, timeline they were in, or whatever process, whatever anxiety, whatever BS they were in back then, that's not the case anymore. This doesn't mean that there's not gonna make mistakes or anything. I'm not saying like they're gonna stay consistent, but the channel song is saying like this is their intent. Their intent is to show you a person that's serious, a person that isn't playing around, a person that's different and that's showing growth and all the whole 9 yards. Okay, so this is their intention of what they want to show you when they see you. But I am gonna say that the song comes with some heavy weight, so there need to be proven it to you. Like, you can set some goals or some mile markers, like, hey, I'll start to open up, or I'll start to trust you, or I'll start to feel a certain way, you know, I'll start to really come out of my shell as long as I see you that you are consistent for like X amount of time. Okay, so that's what you can do. That's what you can do. You need to be consistent for this long before I'm like, okay, I see, okay, we have some consistency here. Okay, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Oh. There's a lot of making up. There's going to be guilt washing over him. There's going to be some unbalance. He could be doing too much, so you're going to have to talk to him and make him understand, hey, like, there's time to do all this. There's literally time to do all this. You're staying. This isn't like temporary or for right now, whatever. There's not like, yes, you have to prove some things to me, but it's going to happen in time. You don't need to burn yourself out. I'm not anyone from your past. I'm going to show you real quick. And also you're going to be like, nothing's changed for you, right? But you are also going to show like, I'm not people from the past. You're going to see, you know, that stability I was talking about, or that I've been telling you that you can accomplish. And it's going to make him fully, you know, reveal his feelings of how, like, there's going to be love. Oof, mature love, okay? Telling you what his plans are. But he's going to be honest and say, like, you know, he doesn't have it all figured out and things like that. But I do feel like he's matured in his emotions for you and wanting to show you something different. I feel like there's a lot of concern or fear that you're going to think that he hasn't changed much. There's a lot of anxiety. So this is why it's like he wants to prove it. He could make mistakes. This is why but he's like, he's trying to mature himself or not be an emotional roller coaster. That's what I keep hearing. And he still is one, but he's trying to be better at it, and he's trying to be more consistent even through the emotional roller coaster that used to drive him all types of crazy. Like, so I feel like you're gonna be seeing like maybe an intuitive, passionate, like artistic, you know, still maybe moody or still maybe a little bit impulsive or whatever version, but it's definitely gonna come with some change, and it's definitely gonna come with more maturity, and it's definitely gonna come with, you know, the right opportunities. But it's gonna be leading with love here, mature love. So that's what I got for you. There are some areas that he is still weak in, and he is supposed to learn with you. Don't shut him out or get mad, you know, but it's a moment to grow. Okay, it's a moment to grow. That's what I will say with this. Okay, and to make him understand that this, like, that's not okay, but that you're not gonna disappear or anything like that either, you know. But he needs to show real movement forward. So this is pretty much what's gonna be coming. But honestly, it's gonna be like peaceful happiness. Okay, like it's not gonna feel so heart racing. It's gonna be more peaceful, and it's like, okay, my nervous system is relaxed now, which is a good thing because it means that, you know, you are different. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. Beautiful. All right, I summon all divine teams and I close all the portals. All right, we're doing paid readings, subscriber readings. I did do free snows earlier. You're welcome. And I did 2 channeled collective readings at the beginning of the live. If you have a free yes no, 1 free yes no, not 2, not split into whatever, not pregnancy. If you have that, oh yeah, you're fine. If you have a free yes no you want to ask, go ahead and ask it. I believe that you're gonna be the last person on the list, but no, you're fine. I'm just letting you know, because I figured you just got here. But hi, and I just need your name. If you're gonna get on the list for a free yes no, but you're fine. Also, hi, I'm so happy we're getting some interaction on Twitch. We usually have so many comments coming in from YouTube, so it's really nice to see some Twitch action going on here. Or finally, maybe before I wasn't getting the comments, I don't know, but it's nice to see some action. Anyway, what is your question? And what is your name? If you're gonna get a question. Thank you, Goldie. Mystic Moodlet? Are you still in here? They might have left. Or the comments get delayed, I don't know. But if no one else is going to get on the free yes no list, paid list, subscriber list, we're going to go ahead and call it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I haven't decided, but I might do nail art and change my nails. I want to refresh my purple. Like, I still want the green and purple, but I want to refresh it, or I want to make it maybe like neon. So I'm gonna be like silent demoing it. So yeah. Okay. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that they're here. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for showing up to the live. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead and check out thank you. Go ahead and check out the collective reading at the beginning of the live. And then after I do like 2 or 3 readings, if you skip ahead, I don't know exactly where the time, I'll try to do that time jump thing. I'm still learning how to work YouTube, but I'll do the collective reading that I did in the beginning. I'll point to it. That's just for that collective. If you vibe with that, then okay, cool. And then I did a Gemini collective reading that I feel like some of my Geminis were able to enjoy. That came in the chat. That was nice. And it was really refreshing. Okay. Thank you all for coming. I'll be clipping that, and I might post it. I don't know. I might post it on TikTok. I don't know. I'll find it and post it. We'll see. But yeah. Okay, I love you. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.